if a wounded character takes damage and fails his kill save. Yep. So yes, let's see how much damage the crash does to all of you, which is the same roll because it's the same crash, as far as I can tell.
Make it
roll.
Make it
incidental.
We still need to succeed on the kill save.
Yeah.
No, you don't necessarily. Okay, there's rules here.
Okay.
There's lots of rules, so don't. You get over your hit point thinking here. We're not doing hit points.
That's the thing.
Right.
If it was hit points, it would be different. But
Right.
here it's 2 stages, and I'm already on stage 1.
There's stage 3.
Dead.
No.
Gregory.
I'm just trying to... That's funny.
Get on with it.
Yeah. Denitsa, have faith. Breathe in. Breathe out. Yeah. Not like that. Okay, so here we go. The GM rolls a die whenever a character, vehicle, or object suffers incidental damage. So first I'm going to do the dune sled.
Yep.
Has to find out whether it's irretrievably wrecked. Okay, so...
One.
and it's 9 damage. And it's just that number. So it's 10 or above.
8.
Oh no. So much for the dune sled.
Yes.
And now, so let's see.
Well, I'm guessing my natural...
The character knows matches the scale of the object. Heavy sail and the water crest into takes personal damage. Oh, incidental damage should only be rolled once per event. Both the walls, in the example, in this case, the wall section and the vehicle would suffer the same amount of incidental damage. So, 9. 10 or higher is your kill save for everybody. I'll roll for max. 20.
I succeeded. Zori didn't.
Okay, Zori is gored. Go ahead and roll.
17.
Okay. We'll worry about dog in a minute.
Yeah.
Yes.
I rolled an 8.
Okay,
Don't
so
roll something
I know.
Wasn't late for the sled?
Was it?
No, this was for
yeah,
the sled.
yes.
This was
Okay.
for the sled. It wasn't for you.
Okay. 2.
No.
Much worse.
Okay, you're gored.
Yeah. No. Wounded.
No.
Wounded.
he
Well, you're
wasn't-
wounded.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
that's right. That's right. Okay, you were merely wounded.
Yes.
And so then, ow.
Oh, yeah.
And
Ow.
then, well, it's more than that. I mean,
Okay.
wounded really does
Yeah,
mean
yeah,
you
no.
can't do anything,
Yeah.
right? You're shattered.
Yeah.
Absolutely nothing.
Crawl and complain.
Crawl and complain. That's it.
Banter.
No, we checked. Sadly.
So
But I
what's
can't
the
take
point?
battle.
But I think we did a banter action last time.
No,
we did.
didn't.
Yeah.
Zori
Zori
did.
did one when I was mending her.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
okay,
It happened.
We
We
did.
did. Maybe we did it wrong, but it happened.
guys.
Yep.
You're diverting me really badly when I'm trying to use the rules here.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And there are several rules, and one of them has Denitsa's adrenaline spiking because I
No,
haven't set the rule
I'm
yet.
already gone.
And then, but I want to do retro on dog now that I understand incidental damage better. Let's see how much incidental damage he took back there, right? A different incidental damage because that was a different event. 2. Can he get 3 or higher?
He has. Oh, that doesn't work.
Yes.
it out.
14.
Okay, so whatever happened to dog back there, he didn't get hurt.
So he's fine because he was not wounded before, so he's just in the sand somewhere.
That's right.
Yeah, standing up.
Exactly. So now we know what happened to dog,
Yes.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So let's go back here. And now let's take a look. You remain wounded, but you are not gored. Now for gored characters. You're wounded.
Yes.
Are you gored?
Wounded.
Wounded. Oh, all right. Oh,
So
pretty good.
Zori is
gored.
gored.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Max?
let's, right? Max
Max is
actually made
wounded.
it. He's wounded.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so if, right. Okay. If you take heavy scale damage, you're gored immediately if you fail your kill save.
Okay.
Right? So you don't have a wounded phase when you take heavy weapon damage as a person. Just letting you know.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Mortally injured. Immediately rendered unconscious. Hanging on to life by a very thin thread. They remain gored until the end of the scene, at which point they either recover or give up the ghost.
Yeah.
They cannot be revived with a medic skill.
Okay.
You can't ungore
Well,
no.
someone.
That's a
Okay,
little
or
bit
repair
annoying.
Yeah.
in her
Okay.
case. When you are gored and it's the end of the scene, you can choose to die My character dies, and that's that. Or you could say, my character recovers. If you recover, then you roll on this table to discover what your reduction in attributes are. Okay? That is how it works.
Yep.
So even if you're gored,
You can still make it.
Yeah.
don't crumple up your character sheet.
No.
Okay?
No, but within the current scene and thing, you cannot do anything anymore.
Correct.
Yep.
While you're wounded, someone
Let
can...
me hear now the
help you.
wounded thing.
If you're wounded,
Who can hear?
The bikers.
someone could heal you. All right? Now,
Time lapse.
nice call. Not quite.
Dog.
Yes.
Dog can
And
kill
so-
us.
Now, these guys would very much like to land, but they have biker bots after them. And so I don't want to play like out a big NPC combat,
No.
while you guys sit there. But it is a bit of a question as to which team, or none, actually does manage to land next to you and deal with you, because they have very different priorities. Neither one wants to disengage from the battle.
No.
They both are determined to take the other one down. This momentum, I'm going to say momentum actually does exist, okay? So it's not like they can hover there. But you guys have gone down, I'm taking you off the map, and they are going to be swooping up here. They're swooping up there. They've got a difference in speed. 5. Yeah, these guys are faster by 5. So can this get away from them or shake their pursuit is the question. So
You have to
they're not just trying to... They don't want to leave the prize.
You have to add the dog factor as well.
The what factor?
Dog factor. He's out there.
No, but he's probably coming towards us.
Yeah,
But so are they.
No, they already
they've
passed us.
Yeah, they've bypassed you.
Do you remember what's happening, like when you were looking at the rules last time or something? What's happening if you, at the end of the scene, you are wounded? If nobody treats you or anything?
They get out of range to extended. They cannot attack. They're not close enough, and so they're going to shoot. Dallas is going to shoot at them this time. Again. This time hitting with a 13 plus the blast cannon, which you guys have not encountered yet, not directed toward you.
Yes.
And the blast cannons is +4 heavy. And so that means that's 17. And can they make their kill saves 18 or higher?
That's, yes.
That one made a kill save. But the blast cannon does blast, and so therefore their vehicles have to make kill saves too. Okay, so one of them is wounded, and that one was...
You said it's heavy.
Yeah, it's heavy. So yeah, Lube is gored, and Sprocket is...
Let's see.
He's made a
So never mind his dune sled. It doesn't matter whether it survives or not. His dune sled has to make the 18 or higher.
Yeah.
It does not.
No.
So basically, he is going to go down.
And get more incidental damage?
And then take incidental damage and get gored. Yeah, that's not
Unless wounded.
He wasn't wounded.
So he
Right.
could be in...
Right. So let's see how much it does. 7. He has to make an 8 or higher. And he does. Okay, so he's alive down there.
Yep.
Okay, so I should write this down.
And
Right.
Valvula might be coming behind also. Because she was
Yes, I know.
behind.
So I completely agree. So there's Valvula. Debite. Bite. Okay. But they are out of the scene at this time. So is Dog. Dog is farther back. They are somewhere here. And actually they're close enough to you guys, but not close enough. And they think they know they're outgunned, actually.
What happens?
We'll see what happens in a minute. Okay, so basically the battle sled is going to land by you guys.
What happens if at the end of the scene a wounded character is not healed or repaired?
They die.
I'm dead. Because I have my camouflage still on. Nobody can see me when I'm not moving.
You have no idea what you're up against here.
Yeah, I don't have to.
No, you do.
Yeah.
You do. Don't narrate outcomes.
Sure.
There's a lot going on, and I know these characters are much differently equipped.
Okay.
Because I'm going to quick check this business about wounding and dying, right? Just because you see, this is why I want to read it.
Mm-hmm.
This is what I was just remembering when
That's
I said
what
you
I
die.
said.
If an NPC is wounded or gored,
Mm-hmm.
he dies at the end of the scene unless he receives medical attention. But a player character is not mortally injured. Okay, wounded. A player character is a very different situation. They remain wounded until the end of the scene. And then after that, if we have a time lapse at the end of a scene, which we do, they will heal up.
Okay, so there is a chance.
Yeah, none of you are gored.
No. I mean, again, I realized I am wounded, incapacitated.
Yeah,
My camouflage is still on.
I know that.
So nobody can see me. So
Denise,
even if
I
they
heard
want
you
to
before.
heal me, they can't. So that's what I was going for.
Don't narrate.
Yeah,
okay,
you don't.
I'm not-
There's asymmetric knowledge here.
Yeah.
I have knowledge here that you don't.
Yeah,
So,
so now I'm
don't-
okay. Okay, should I not be okay?
No.
Figure out now?
No, Denitsa, this is something to do about the way we're talking. Okay. So you know, these are OS operatives, including a very advanced operative.
Okay.
If they're dealing with and even has a camouflage of her own. So they've got all kinds of black clearance technology. So that means that they're going to look for everybody, and if you have a camouflage, active camouflage or not, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
These are the people who
They find.
All right.
they're against chemo. They're the security for chemo labs,
Hey,
right?
and
You're-
they're
They
fine.
might not like me though.
Your camouflage is not going to keep you from being found. If that were the case, then we had to worry about it. So all your talk of oh no, you can't see me, just
But
don't
you
talk
didn't
like that.
even
Okay, that's
hear me.
my situation.
I was saying,
Yeah.
even if they don't find me, at the end of the scene, I'm going to be
No,
healed.
we
That's
agree
what I
about
was
that.
saying.
We agree about that, and that was not the issue.
Okay. All right.
You were situationally narrating the conditions that would be happening inside the scene. Don't do that, please.
All right.
Table talk is one thing, but saying how it's going to be is another. So let's see here. We have
Dallas?
yes, Dallas Destiny. I rolled it. Right. Is going to emerge. She was the gunner. Her brother, Devin, the pilot, is going to emerge. He's got his particle beam pistol and is looking all around. And she comes up with a weird widget. Mm-hmm. Here she is. Black clearance. Ooh, yeah. Oh, she had a grenadier trait with that cannon. God, she's nasty. Let's see here. Camouflage. Right. Well, as you guys are lying around moaning in pain, you won't even know she's there because of her active camouflage until she turns it off, which she does, and signals to Devin, no, they're all down. So here is what we do. When the team is defeated, we roll on this little table. There. Should the entire party of PCs be defeated in combat, except for Dog, but Dog is not really in range to join at the moment.
He's flying.
Right.
1d20
and was
turn.
Dory gored?
Yes.
Zori is
Zori.
gored.
Zori, right. Zori is gored. So The only exception to this rule is when the attacking character does not intend to kill his opponent. And they are not interested in killing you guys. They want capture. So, therefore, Zori will actually live.
Okay.
Now, let's roll for this. The GM can choose to consult the following table to create an unbiased determination of what happens. If the GM doesn't want to roll, they don't have to. So, long-term capture. Their imprisonment lasts for an extended period of time, which is narrated by the GM. A time lapse occurs before the player characters have an opportunity to escape. Yeah, some of these results are completely nonsensical for our purpose, so I'm not going to roll. If all of them were possible, I would have done it. So we are doing long-term capture, which is what they recommend as the default. And so we will have a time lapse, which is nice. And keeping track of time lapse. Time lapse table. Would anybody like to roll better than me on the time lapse table? Your mighty purple?
Success this time has been terrible. So let's see. That's a 1.
The Legion expands its occupation by conquering a waypoint that is adjacent to one of its currently held waypoints.
Okay. I did not realize that was what we were. Yep. Okay.
That's what's going to happen during the time lapse. The Legion currently has this, and this, and that,
and
Havenstead. And then Atropa, or Amaranth, is ruined.
But it was a battleground, right?
Yeah, more or less still a battleground, and that's just an outlaw town. So clearly, Mount Gilead is the...
But that's where the
God temple is.
And so that was difficult, right?
Very difficult. But hey, it says they get one.
Okay.
So I think I'm going to actually have the Legion now dominate.
Isn't
Atropa
right, that's Bruta, right. So Stelladora and Lathyrus and Havenstead are what the Legion has. So I think that they are going to capture Mount Gilead.
Where is God going to go?
I will figure that out. Actually, I think God's in a satellite, or in an orbiting satellite.
All right, then.
Right.
Sounds good.
Yeah, that's going to be an interesting change in life.
Yeah.
But that's all the way at the other side of the map. We're way over near Red Canyon. So let's see here. You guys have been captured by the Office of Security.
We didn't know.
Office of Sentries. Yes, correct. So that's where we ended up. Although the freedom-loving biker bots almost got you.
Yeah. To be fair, we weren't attacking the OS.
Nope.
They didn't identify themselves.
Nope.
And we are definitely
They tried to identify themselves. The signal was jammed.
But that's not us.
No.
Which they obviously noticed afterwards. We were actually running away from
mad bikers.
So
correct.
We're totally victims here.
But I will point out that there is no reason to think that you guys were their lethal targets. However, they were very focused on you for some reason. That's true.
We know the reason.
Oh, yeah, I suppose that's probably true.
But they do not know that we killed Dr. Zora.
I don't know.
No,
you know.
That's right.
Well,
I have my suspicions.
I don't think anybody is really grieving that much.
I mean,
except for Zori.
Okay, so they don't know Dr. Zora is dead. Let's put it like that.
Chemo Labs, the way I look at it, Chemo Labs is riddled with hacks and leaks.
Yeah.
So the word got out.
Yeah.
And everybody with a reason to want whatever that was has come upon it. That's where I went with the events.
We are the only ones that know what is in Zori.
That's right.
I wrote it here. About Zori being gored, but information in her core. We are the one that knows. Now it's time to torture us.
That depends on the interactions. I think we'll wait until next time to figure out.
Okay.
Because it's a time lapse.
Yeah.
And so I have to think about like where we are and stuff like
cat
that.
and dog too.
And account for dog, right?
I think dog was next to us pretty soon.
Oh, I think so.
Because
My
has
take
the
is
jump
that
pack.
he exactly. Dog probably will catch up in a bit. My take too is that the bikers have a bit of a question. They know they probably can't take. They could like frag down on everybody, but just so you know, I'm role playing here. Sprocket is all about the fun first. Lube, I've tried order and I've tried anarchy, and anarchy is better. Valvula, vengeance is mine, meatbags. She would have done a suicide attack with her suicide construct right now, but she's the one who got spun away.
Yeah.
So the only one who would have recklessly attacked happens to be the one who's not there. She will have strong words for her companions when they go back and get her.
Now one of her companions is Gord, so.
Right. And so, but being found by her means that Sprocket will live. Or Lube will live. Wow, I didn't kill anybody.
Not for lack of trying.
Exactly.
No, that's not quite true. Both of those groups were technically after the tech involved.
Yeah.
And they didn't mind too much. Actually, they have different attitudes. You'll find out more about the Office of Sentry's attitude in next time.
Oh.
But as far as the robots were concerned, they weren't too concerned about casualties.
No.
But they would have saved any gored hero.
That's
Which
you.
was sorry.
Yeah. Well,
sorry.
well, also a dog.
Yeah, and dog.
So yeah, all
And Max.
and Max. Yeah, they would have.
So screw you guys. I'm fine.
I got mine.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean that could have been a possibility. I mean, goring everybody, but saving the ones you want is an option.
Yeah.
So they had their point of view. Just who they were that they want to save differed between the two groups, or would save. But yes, both groups were extremely ruthless in terms of determining the situation. To be fair, the battle sled did not take you guys down.
No.
Yeah. They did not ever
No.
target you.
Exactly.
No.
Yeah.
And we didn't.
Yeah, exactly correct. Yeah. So it's maybe the best outcome for you in some ways.
Yeah.
We were past it.
Mm-hmm.
What happens now?
Well, we're still in our scenario.
Yeah. So no attribute roll.
Yeah, there won't be an attribute check.
Okay.
Right. We're still in our adventure.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're just having a time lapse in the middle of it.